Sony Imagesoft, whatever that means, but we have a Sony hockey game.
Yeah, and it's not NHL Face-Off, and it's not 99 Studios.
No.
Or 99 Sports.
This one is specifically for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, God. How is that possible?
ESPN, how do you think they scored that, though?
Money. If you have money
answer.
You give it to other people,
they will do things.
They let you do things.
Amazing.
In this case,
ESPN was like,
thank you for the money.
Thank you for the money, Sony. Yes, we'll let you use our logo.
So we're talking. So what are we playing? ESPN National Hockey Night, which not really a household name as far as hockey games go.
No,
but they had all the dimensions. They had the first dimension, the second dimension, and as you see on this title screen,
the third dimension.
That's
the greatest Zamboni I've seen thus far in any 16-bit game. I can tell you that.
Now I am no Zamboniist,
but that is a sexy Zamboni.
It's a sexy Zamboni, but also I don't recommend spinning it that fast. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Bad things will happen.
So we are. Have you played this game before?
No, but I know you mentioned that you've played this one before.
I am not a pro at this, but I will say I have played a little bit.
Okay.
It was my second favorite sports game for no good reason other than I just enjoyed it. I think I might go for the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim on this one.
Yeah, we were mentioning them before.
Might make them my my visitors team though, and you can be the home.
Okay, who do I want? You know what? My guys, Detroit.
The old standby. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, we were saying before, this is...
I think this is so cool, the transition. It's like, oh, I'm undecided.
It's like in the Field of Dreams when they crossed the line and he got old.
They've become real. They're now real boys.
No longer ghosts.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Who's...
I'm Bill Clement, and welcome to ESPN's National Hockey Night.
Wow.
I didn't tell you that. That's about all he says.
That's pretty impressive.
You can see the matchup, which is quite cool. It's Bill Clement's matchup, just in case. Now you are significantly better than I am, given that you are Detroit.
Well, I'll still probably lose, but yeah, that's why I like Detroit.
If I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, Bill Clement says one more thing. You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone else ready for it?
Let's see.
Okay. Thanks for saying yes. All right. Great.
All right, let's go down to ice level for the opening face-off.
Bravo.
Half of the memory on this game went towards that. Okay? It went
Ron Barr and Bill Clement. So not sponsored by the NHLPA. So fake players. And notably...
Spectacular save.
Dude, get up.
No, when they do the spectacular saves, they don't get up.
Oh, so they
because it was so spectacular. They needed to lie on the ground and catch a bit of air.
Wowzers!
But notably for this game, it's default side view. Broadcast view? How do you feel about that, Dusty?
Oh, come on, man! That's it.
You know what's great about this game too is you can check your own players.
Yeah, well, I may have to. How do I feel about the default broadcast view? Well, I gotta say the sprites are looking great. Everything's looking great. The ice is looking good. It's not too white. It's got like a nice little blue tint to it, which is kind of cool. But I dig it. I don't know, man. A little bit early for me to tell because the gameplay hasn't really sunk in yet. But
I should probably let you have the puck at some point.
Okay.
All right, give it a whirl.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Boom. Nothing
happening.
I dig it. I wish it's a little bit too close though. No,
yeah.
The players should have been a little bit more back, but
I see what you mean. That
a little bit too hit the ice for me.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
The good news about this is you can just bowl over everyone.
I'm just gonna hit the Mighty Ducks. Anyways, I was mentioning to you before about. So recently, I contacted an individual who can repair systems and
right.
whatnot. I mentioned to you, my PS2 Slim. It the laser inside died,
Right.
and I contacted a lovely gentleman, and got back to me and was like, dude, if you're gonna fix it, it's gonna cost about $150, $120. It's not worth it. Just go buy another one.
Right. Because, and now for context, this is a white PS2, right?
It's a white PS2 Slim. I mean, the reason why I wanted to kind of fix it is because I'm like, I got like my shelving is all like white setup, and then I got the PS1, the Dreamcast, and they're all got like the whole like kind of
hospital aesthetic. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a vaporwave thing here, okay? Just let me be happy. And I want to really save it, but now I'm at a point where I'm just like, it's not worth it. And I guess we get to this kind of dilemma where it's like, I think we talked about this before. A lot of this old hardware is going to start breaking, and it's like, all right, when is it time to accept that it's gone and just let it go? And I guess just keep it as a relic from the past. And I think like with this PS2, I'm just like, it's literally just going to be like a trophy. I'm not going to do anything with it because it's not worth it. So yeah, that's...
so like all of these, all of this hardware, gotta get good, bro. All of this hardware, you know, I mean, not for nothing, right? The PlayStation 2 is approaching what, 20 years old, past 20 years old.
2001 it came out.
Yeah. So the oldest PS2s are 20 years old now, and you know, they didn't design the electrolytic capacitors or the CD laser assemblies to operate very necessarily for that period of time. So all of these consoles are probably dying or dead or on their way out, and they'll eventually need to be either Frankensteined and used for parts or what, turned into trophies, as you say.
I don't know. Yeah, it kind of sucks. The thing is with this kind of stuff, you think that it's going to be an easy fix, and it's not getting easier because, you know, especially with part shortages and all that stuff, it's getting worse, man. It's getting worse, and if you do, I don't know how you score from there, man. That's why we're getting a Blades of Steel thing here. You can't, where you can control the goalie or not?
No, the goalies are automated.
All right, so it's just this game. Sony, what are you doing to me? Yeah, I don't know, dude, because I know you want to fix your Game Gear.
That's right. Yeah, the Game Gear is a ticking time bomb. Like well, I was gonna say something that I probably don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but the capacitors in the Game Gear are ticking time bombs. And
whoa,
and you know, there's a very high probability that whatever is wrong with my Game Gear may be permanent if I don't get that issue resolved.
Yeah.
And the community around fixing these consoles has done a fairly good job at keeping these products around for probably longer than they were intended. And you know, that is a real sort of testament to the community as well. Where the hell is the puck?
I see.
But
I guess for you, is it like, have you even done any, like, have you gotten prices on it? Is it worth it for you to even do it?
It is worth it in the sense it's my childhood Game Gear.
Okay, well now we're getting into like nostalgia and all that stuff, and you can't put a price on that though. But
yeah, I mean, you can buy. So the Game Gears have aftermarket modifications, LCD screens, that are dimmable, and you want the buttons to, you know, be cast in a glow in the dark resin, then, you know, I got you. That's something you can do. And you know, and they sell capacitor kits as well.
But is it worth it though?
Not like in the sense that, am I going to play that Game Gear? Probably not. I mean, amongst other things, I have a perfectly good way of playing it on Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
And you know, it's basically just a glorified Sega Master System anyway. So probably there's no good reason for me to want it repaired, except that it's my childhood one.
I'm sure if you found someone who was like, yo, I'll do it for $80, you would do it.
Probably.
And who was just like, if you do it for $80, it'll last whatever, 5 years, 7 years or something or whatever and whatnot. Like, dude, I would do it. I would repair my PS2 for $80. I'm a sucker for that. Cause
I feel like I have a litany of consoles that probably need repaired. Like quietly need repairs. Like probably my PlayStation 1, you need to turn it upside down in order to get it to read
well, my PS3 is a if it's not on its side, it's a heater.
Yeah.
Like it is a heater, man, and that fan it's crazy loud.
Well, I have a 60 gigabyte launch PS3.
Big ass George Foreman PS Trizzle.
The PS Trizzle, the Chad Warren era.
The Chad daddy of them all.
Exactly. And I can't, and it has the yellow light of death problem, and I just cannot.
Oh, damn. So you had it.
Oh, yeah. And I just cannot bring myself to throw it out because it's just like.
A chunky boy.
Yeah, but one day they're going to figure it out, and then I'll have the best PS3. Which of course, like. Might be true, or like,
yeah, or watch it like be able to do some weird shit that it's like it can do this, or remember folding at home? Well, now you can launch a rocket.
Yeah,
with your PS3.
It's more for the hope that it might one day take itself alive and start working again that I've been keeping it. Because otherwise I have a PlayStation 3. It's sitting in front of us, and I can play games on it, and it does everything I need to do. And I have a PS2 as well. So I mean, I don't need that PS3 to work. But what if it did? Oh my god! What if it did?
I think.
Think about how good it would be if it worked. Well,
potentially, I can see the PS3 maybe doing something. Come on. Dude, this game is a hard hockey game. I think I've just come to the conclusion. Like, I suck in a lot of them.
Yeah.
But this one is really hard for some reason. The stiffness on the controls or something else.
I think that it has a decent sense of speed to it.
Yeah, but the thing is though, so I mentioned before about how the camera's keeping the puck in view. With this one, it's kind of all over the place a little bit. Like, if you're not passing properly, which is something that I'm not doing, so it's my own damn fault. However, like, I couldn't even see that. How are you shooting? What are you using to, you know what? Maybe it's just the Genesis controllers.
Maybe it's designed
for... The PS4
controller.
This super advanced controller, years ahead of that Sega Genesis design. It's too advanced that it's too amazing that it can't handle it.
The one thing I like about this game is that it's so satisfying to take a slap shot.
How are you taking a slap shot?
I'm just holding the shoot button.
The shoot button for you is what?
Well, it would be your equivalent of X. See, that's a pass.
Okay. So wait a second.
Take the puck. We'll play one more game as teammates, so we should figure this out.
No. So we'll do a versus. It's just like I was pressing circle to shoot.
Try square.
I think square is pass.
And then try the other two buttons on the controller.
Oh, what did I do?
No idea.
What I think when I was practicing.
Yeah, that's all right.
What do we got?
Great music.
Back at the menu. All right, we're back at the menu here.
All right. If I were you, I would try X.
X? Okay, let's try X.
All right. I'll be Dallas. Why am I going on the ground?
Right?
No. Oh, you want to be Detroit? Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I don't even think it.
I'm Bill Clement, and welcome to ESPN's National Hockey Night.
That is an extremely powerful phrase from Bill Clement.
Wow.
Hold on. What else? Do you have anything else more to add to that, Bill?
All right,
what do you mean?
down to ice level for the opening face-off.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks for coming out, Bill. I appreciate that, Bill. Let's see if we can get you playing hockey now. I've had some pretty miserable experiences with broken consoles, though, all things told. Like my Xbox 360, I had 3 of them had the red ring. There you go.
So it's X.
Yeah.
It was yeah, a little bit deceiving because Circle was.
I had 3 Xbox 360s have the red ring of death.
Well, that's the Xbox. Yeah, the 360 was not good for that.
I had 3 yellow lights. I had 1 yellow light of death on the PS3. I had my PS3 controller start to act erratically, and I had to open it up and give it surgery. That is strange.
Surprisingly, I've had pretty okay luck with systems.
Yeah.
Haven't had anything too crazy happen.
So if I fixed my Game Gear, right? Am I gonna open it? Am I gonna turn it on and play it?
You will for 5 minutes to make sure that the job was done right, and then I think you'll probably just be like, I'm gonna leave it so that it stays like this.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a car. You got to if you get it fixed, you gotta start the car up every once in a while and just let the engine run so that everything works, and then you can let it sit again for like another week or something. But
the Game Gear screen sucked, right? And it's like
the Game Boy screens suck too, though. They all kind of suck.
Oh yeah, but just in terms of like it's ghosting. It's awful. It's all like you don't want to play that. You don't want to play with that.
No.
And so like if I got it fixed, I'm gonna play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for 30 seconds.
And then you're gonna play it on your smartphone after.
Yeah, and then it's either that or like, whatever, just like count clouds, because that's probably just as exciting as playing the Sega Game Gear. It's just for the shelf, right? That's ultimately what we're both saying, because it's like, you're using your PS2, but you have another PS2. You have ways of playing DVDs.
Yeah,
I can get you. How many used Emerson and Zenith DVD players would you like to fill that hole in your heart? Those are whitish. They're silver.
Yeah. I don't know how you're getting these goals, man.
I have played quite a bit of this game. I mean, we're talking 20 plus years of muscle memory. Like, I think that was the last time I played this.
That's some good ass muscle memory.
Some people got it. Some people got it, and some people do not have it.
Aw, man.
Listen.
These are some cheap ass goals.
I forget if there's a review instant replay, but let me just point out. Oh, come on. What's it doing? Don't die. Let me just point out that goal
went through his face.
It deflected. Let me see if there's a replay. Oh, there is not. This is not a good game now. I changed my mind. That goal deflected off your defender and then went 5-hole on your goalie. That is an extremely hockey goal.
Wild.
Your goalie is lying down.
I don't know what he's doing.
Asleep.
Dude, I'm not in control of the goalie. I'm in control of the players.
Yeah, I realize this.
This goalie sucks.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I know. Detroit, you disappoint me.
If you were to repair your PlayStation 2, you would use it again.
Yeah, I would use it because I got it hooked up to like all the CRT TVs on top of
and your CRT is gonna go too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I have the JVC, but I got a nice Mickey Mouse telly.
Yeah.
That I bought only 2 years ago, brand new.
Because you have a little retro cart going, right?
I have a little retro cart, yeah.
And that's primarily the way you play games when you're not playing Raspberry Pi or continuing the adventures of Dusty Maxwell.
Yeah. Because I mean, I got all my favorite, games specifically for like PS1. I own them either like officially or burnt, right?
Yeah.
So I just load it up and it looks great.
I think the thing is that the SingStar PS2.
Oh yeah,
is a nice one, right? Because the point is, because to your handy person's point, right? You could just get another one.
Yeah.
But you can't get a white one.
No, I know. And it's like, there's something about, I mean, I guess it's the thing. The color of the system or like the design, there's something to be said about that, because it's like, you look at the NES, it was kind of gray. The original PlayStation was gray. And then it's like Nintendo did, like they did with the Wii, they went all white. The Wii U, they went all white. And now Sony, they're doing all white for the PS5.
Yep.
So there's something, I don't know, there's something to be said about like, it's either like a lush like black or the white. And I don't know, with the white, it just feels kind of like sterile. Like
Yeah.
it just feels like this is only for games. Like it feels like it's just a nice package. And then, I mean, not to quote Chad Daddy here, but like that black, that slick black PS Trizzle and the PS4. The biggest downfall of like having that color is that you can see the dust on it.
Oh, right.
So when you got like either a gray or a whitish system, it kind of avoids that, and it avoids all the fingerprints and all that stuff. So
I don't even want to think about how many scratches are on my piano black PS3 60 gigabyte.
Oh, yeah, well, it's inevitable, man. That one, the plastic was really, really sensitive.
Yeah, and the thing is, when we're talking about repair, we're talking about functions, right? We're not like you're not like taking you're not buffering the plastic to make it look. You're not talking about retro braiding.
No,
You're talking about getting the thing to do the thing it was intended to do. Nothing more, nothing less than that. So you have the opportunity to do all of these types of things, like those sort of aesthetic stuff. Like you have a bunch of Game Boys, don't you? And you can repair, you change the lens, right? But that's a functional thing, right? You weren't doing it because, oh, it's a little scratched. It's like, no, it's like you want to keep the dust off of the screen. What is going on?
Like I'm telling you, something's up with this highly advanced PlayStation 4 controller.
That's right, Dusty.
I'm like, what's going?
I'm very sorry that your controller is the reason you're
This
losing.
game is rigged.
Look at that. What you got to do is you got to take the face off. Then you got to turn your defender and do a clap bomb into the back of the net, ruining your goalie's life.
Yeah, I will say though, there's a nice amount of real estate on this screen, like just the ESPN logo at the top, but it's no, like Brett Hall was taking up a big portion of the screen, right?
Yeah.
Or at least with this, you really get a big sense of the space.
And I mean, that is more or less how ESPN presented their hockey games in the 90s on television. Like it did have the sort of single line with the logo on top. It is a little disappointing that they don't have like the ref coming up and dropping the puck. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if we could see the score constantly. I mean, I know you haven't moved off of 0, so that's not really needed, but
yeah, I mean, they could have fit it though. That ESPN logo is pretty big.
Yeah.
But like I said, all that half of the memory of this game went towards Buddy Man speaking his 2 sentences.
I still think that this game is a fairly decent representation of hockey. I think it's got the sense of speed pretty good. It's got the quickness that you're able to get a snapshot off your stick, which I know you've not experienced.
Not for me. Well, I'm not gonna lie. So, like from a technical standpoint, it's I don't know. I'd love to see how it feels against like a CPU, but the passing for me, man, is not going to my guys. Like that's just wild. I mean, how the goalie's just standing there.
It was a different era in hockey. That's just how it was back then. You just stood up.
That's how it was.
That's how it was. The Dallas Stars
were just getting him in like nothing.
And the Anaheim Ducks, and basically any team I found was quite decent. I don't know. You've been here doing the entire setup.
Come on. Like this is ridiculous, man.
Listen.
Like it's just like
Game
they're
don't
just
lie.
going in.
Game don't lie.
Okay, let's do something.
All right.
Humor me here.
All right.
Let me get the puck and shoot from where you shot. I just want to see what your
all right.
goalie does because it's like,
All right, here's the puck.
let's see. Where were you? Here?
Sure.
Like that's the same shot that you took.
So
How's it going in?
can I recommend something? Go up at an angle.
Nah, man. Okay, that is insane, dude. So this game favors diagonally.
The diagonal.
It favors the diagonal shots.
So 45 degrees.
Let's try.
Historically, has been a very good degree.
It worked for Napoleon.
The best of degrees.
It worked for the best of the best.
Here, take the puck.
Let me see. All right,
Okay.
let's do
Come on in.
let's do a
Come
little
in- come in here.
45
Look,
degree.
listen. Come
Right
in
here?
with the-
Where's a good
Listen, you
little...
gotta move. You gotta give momentum to your player.
Well, okay.
Come
All
up
right,
with-
all right. Here, let's do this.
Yeah, come in from
a
an
little
angle.
45er. And my own guy stops it.
Here, no.
Oh, wait.
Come on.
Come on now, buddy. Come on,
Here, follow
buddy.
me. Here, see where I am. Look, follow me.
Yeah?
All right, you're gonna come in from an angle, and then hold and shoot. Okay, let's
Your
try
player,
this.
just
Let's
look
try
at
this
that.
again.
The computer is favoring
See that?
favoring
Came
you.
in from an angle, held the slapper, hold the button, release at the top of the slap shot. Here's the puck.
Dallas wins. Well, no surprise, but yeah, no, I guess. But this is also one of those things, right, where you kind of gotta sit with it and get the sort of a sense for the game.
Now,
That is a brutal win, man. I think that's the worst I've lost.
Now,
I wish I got one at
when
least.
you edit this video, can you ensure that rather than games won, you just put goals? Like just for effect.
Just to show the absolute slaughter that was ensued here.
I mean, listen. Here's the thing. After your,
it wasn't.
I agree.
It was a horrible game.
You know what? The man couldn't have put it any better.
The 50 megabytes that he just uttered could not have said it any
He is a
better.
sharp-dressed man, and you are accusing him of being a liar, and I will not
and a
stand for
charlatan,
that.
all right?
So just put that up there. I mean, I was scoring on 43% of all my shots, which is kind of absurd. I will admit that.
I think
It is not very realistic.
no, but I think it's probably like you said. I think it's the angle. It's kind of knowing how to score. I mean,
Your goalie was sort of flopping around like a dead fish.
I think the buttons were messed up as well. But you know what it is? I think it's this is one of these things where coming back to play these older games, you kind of gotta get back into it. Or like my brain is on No Man's Sky time right now.
Sure.
So it's like when I sit back down with these things, I'm like, okay, you got to think about it in like the space that it's being presented, and it's like
It's a different level of jank.
well,
and how
yeah,
to exploit it.
and it's like I remember there was one month I was playing God of War, and then I downloaded Hotline Miami,
Yeah.
and then I'm like I'm blasting through those levels like it's nothing, and it's like, dude, no, this
Yeah.
is an over the top, 16-bit kind of era style game. You can't just be doing that. Not only that, that's not the kind of game. You really gotta like take it easy, right? But then it's funny too because we just came from playing the NES game
That's right.
where we're Ramboing the shit out of that, and I'm like, no. You actually have to. You kind of got to get situated with it, but
notice too that game, I did mention, shooting from the angle, seemed to have worked.
yeah, but then like even with that game though, it's the puck's going through the guy's chest. I mean, it's I don't know.
ESPN National Hockey Night.
What does that even?
The best hockey game of all time? You decide.
The second best maybe, but
Yeah.
that Zamboni is, it's fighting
Best-
for a hard first though.
I will say this. The Zamboni in pro sports hockey,
The best.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say
Pretty
so.
good. Not as fast, not as spinny as this one, but it's got to keep up with the puck.
That would make a sick GIF. GIF.
You know what I really also like about this that I've just realized? The icon for the game is the thing for the intermission.
Yeah.
The Zamboni.
Yeah.
They could have had the spinning puck for the game.
Yeah.
But Sony Imagesoft, they're rebels.
I
they
think,
don't do things they don't. This is not your mama spinning Zamboni.
No, they were like, we're gonna put 2 3-dimensional things on the screen. Suck it.
So look. So now we're in demo mode just because we've been yapping. But look, see, shot from the corner. Now he could have potted that in. He didn't. Look at that. Look, see, his goalie's doing stuff.
I don't know. Maybe I just have bad luck with the hockey stuff, but
And every game except for Brett
I
Hall's
know.
hockey
Well, and
is designed to work against you.
That's why I'm buying Brett Hall, complete in box, brand new sealed. Here I come, Wada Games, and if anybody doesn't like it, suck it. I don't care. I'm doing it. Anyways.
Looking forward to that.
Looking
unboxing.
forward to that.
Until next time, Dusty.
Until the next one.